All right, my friends, we're going to read a special story today. The story is called The Birthday Pet. This story is by Ellen Javernick. She is the author of the story, so she wrote the words. And it's illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. He's the illustrator, so he drew all of the pictures for the story. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. It was Danny's birthday, and his folks said he could get any kind of animal he wanted for a pet. He's thinking, look at all of his pictures, trying to decide which would be the best pet. Let's see. Danny thought it over before he went to bed. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, Dad said, you don't want a pet that sits still like a log, so he went out and got Danny a... What do you think he got him? Let's see. Dog! The dog knocked Danny over when they went outside to play. If Danny took her walking, she always ran away. He doesn't look like he likes that. Let's see. How's the dog? Asked his father. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, Mom said, a turtle's not cuddly or soft like a mitten. So she went out and got Danny a... Let's see. Kitten. The kitten was cuddly, but it made Danny sneeze, and he always had to get it down from the trees. Looks like a scary kitten. How's the kitten? Asked his mother. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, his big brother said, you ought to pick a pet more exciting than that. So he went out and got Danny a... What do y'all think? A rat! That rat's beady eyes were a scary sight, and the rat kept Danny up when it gnawed in the night. Look how scary. Let's see. How's the rat? Asked his brother. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, his older sister said, you would like a turtle? A turtle is absurd. So she went out and got Danny a... What do y'all think? Bird. The bird only nipped. It didn't even talk. It was sort of pretty, but it had a nasty squawk. I don't think Danny's liking that. Let's see. How's the bird? Asked his mother. Asked his sister. Danny shook his head. Not one of you listened to anything I said. So instead, his family got Danny a... Let's see. What do y'all think? Turtle! With a nice hard shell. Danny couldn't wait for his show and tell. He looks pretty happy there. Let's see. The turtle blinked her eyes and never made a sound. She played peekaboo as she crawled around. He fed her bugs and lettuce, and he made a turtle gem. Danny thought the turtle was the perfect pet for him. So Dad kept the dog, his brother kept the rat, his sister kept the bird, and Mom kept the cat. Uh-oh. Danny kept the turtle, and that was the end of that. Okay, let's take a look at our little extra story at the end. It's called The Perfect Pet. Dora and Sophia go to Mr. Gill's pet store. They are looking for the perfect pet. They see many different kinds of animals. Which pet will they pick? Let's see. A bird sits on Mr. Gill's shoulder. Mr. Gill lets Dora stroke the bird's feathers. Sophia sees a playful puppy. It jumps and yips in its cage. Next, Mr. Gill shows them an iguana. Its skin is hard and scaly. It looks like a dinosaur, says Sophia. It doesn't look like it wants to play, Dora adds. Mom points to another cage. Now that is a special pet, she says. The family takes the furry hamster home. We can name it Racer, says Dora. Look, it's smiling at us, Sophia says. We'll take turns caring for Racer, says Dora. The girls know they have found the perfect pet. And you can see they made a schedule to take care of their pet. Awesome job. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story.